Welcome, welcome, welcome to the most terrifying episode of Fanfic Busters. Today we are going to be reading the most terrifying story to ever grace the internet. The official sequel to Sonic.EXE. Ow. Okay.
Welcome.
Yep,
It's a spooky month.
It's time for spooks, specters, and terrible creepypastas.
Yep.
So initially we were thinking about doing an episode on the original Sonic.EXE. But then we both kind of realized that it's kind of cliche to do that one since like everyone knows the story of it. So just like some kid gets a CD from a friend and the friend has a note written on it that says, "Hey, don't play this shit." He does play that shit. Evil Sonic shit happens. The writer grooms some kids. You know, everyone knows the story.
Mm-hmm.
So we just thought, you know what, let's do something a bit more unique and read the actual sequel to the story written by the original author, JC the Hyena. So this was written, I don't know when this was written, but it was written as like an actual official sequel to Sonic.EXE years ago.
God damn, it goes on and 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 on. Oh, no, there's the end.
All right. So this might be a long one, but I think it'll certainly be an interesting one.
Yeah. Interesting.
All right. And you've never read this, right?
Yep.
Alrighty.
I will begin.
Okay.
It's been more than a year now, ever since the Sonic.EXE murders began to happen. And the police department still doesn't know who's doing it or why it's happening. The first murders looked as though the killer did a sloppy job at it. But over time, the killings, or at least some of the guys back at the station, thinks it's just killings. Wait, what?
Kind of, yeah. Or at least some of the guys back at the station thinks it's just killing. I think it would be think, not thinks. Or at least some of the guys back at the station think. Thinks refers to a singular. Think can refer to a multiple. So that's not the proper uses of thinks.
But over time, the killings have gotten more elaborate. Bodies have been starting to look like the victims just dropped dead, or there were disappearances. One thing is certain: all the victims seemed to each have a burned/destroyed computer. With some data from a game called Sonic.EXE. None of us found any connections or clues that could help us learn why all this was happening. Well, no, that's not true. There was one cop who may have uncovered more about the murders than we did. The guy's name was Derek Green. A really good detective, mainly because he was always teamed up with his sister Chelsea.
I think that's actually how you spell Chelsea.
That's how you spell Chelsea?
I think so.
That is...
You've never met anyone named Chelsea.
I've never met anyone naid Chelsea, so yeah, I guess that makes sense. They were assigned to investigate the Sonic.EXE murders. I should know because I was there. But I was there. I was their boss at the time. Jesus fucking Christ. That was my bad entirely. My brain fucked up.
Don't worry, my superior narrator friend. You got
Shut
this.
the fuck up, Eamon. Shut up. They're both dead. Sometimes I wonder if I should have helped them. I don't know. Anyways. It's just moving on from that.
Enough of that shit.
the boys have found Derek's diary when we investigated his apartment. He hasn't been in his home for weeks. The diary recorded all of what Derek found in his investigation. My God, did he write down a lot? I don't have the patience to read this shit. I'm just gonna fucking throw it in evidence, and we'll never think about this again. Now that's good police work.
Yeah, that's how police work.
Especially after Chief of Police took him off the case, and a lot of what he wrote down seems to connect a lot about what's going on with these murders. At least, I hope he was onto something. Here's what Derek wrote. 7:30 p.m., September 15th, 2011. Happy birthday to me!
Yeah!
I got this diary as a gift from my sister, Chelsea. This will certainly come in handy when we both do another investigation. Oh, I forgot to tell you. Name's Derek Green. I'm a detective. Wow. I'm not really... really. I'm not really. I'm not real good at this. Hopefully I'll get better as I write in this. Yeah, you're not really good at this. You couldn't even fucking spell really. Really? Really, man? You're gonna spell really that way? I'm not really good at this. Hopefully I'll get better as I write in this. Anyways, I'll let you know if anything else happens. 11:20 a.m., October 24th, 2011. Wow, pretty interesting way to start off a case on Halloween. Our boss told us there's a stiff in one of the local suburbs, and he wants us to check it out. Wow. This guy likes saying wow a lot.
This is amazing. Like, I'm a detective and, like, corpses? Wow, how amazing.
Wow, a corpse? Goddamn. A corpse, really? Man. A fucking corpse. Wow.
Holy shit, a dead body. I'm gonna add this to my LinkedIn.
Wow. Wow. Ka-chow.
Wow. God damn it. Owen Wilson,
wow.
You son of a bitch.
Been a while since since me and Chelsea tackled a murder case. This might be interesting. We're in the truck right now, and we're headed for the house.
Like the main character is just Lightning McQueen.
Yeah, pretty much. Whatever happened to the house, I was not expecting. The victim looks like something ripped his mouth open and tried to yank something out from the inside.
What the fuck?
I've seen a lot of messed up ways to kill a person, but this is rather strange. I don't really
this is a weird one.
I don't really think any normal person would do this.
You don't say. You really don't think someone like would rip open a mouth and try to like get their organs out by ripping them through their own throat? Yeah, seems pretty fucking normal to me.
The cop present at the crime scene told us the kid was like 2 days and was like this for 2 days, and his parents just discovered his body and called us in this morning. What's really weird about this is that there's a badly made cut on his chest that's shaped like the number 1. Chelsea told me she found a possible clue to the murder. She showed us that the victim owned a computer. The computer is badly burnt and wrecked, but both me and Chelsea have a theory to this. Either the killer destroyed the computer or the victim did it himself. Either way, we sent it right to the station for research.
He lost the game of League of Legends. Just fuck!
6:10 p.m. All right, the guys from the lab have their report. They told us that the computer's wrecked from the inside and out. And what I mean by that is that everything that was on this kid's computer is completely deleted, while at the same time the computer got destroyed. The only thing that seems to still be in the computer is some data from the computer game called Sonic.exe. 4:30 p.m. November 11th, 2011.
11/11/11. What do you know?
A couple more murders these last few weeks. All the same killing method. Dead bodies, torn open mouths,
This fucking
destroyed
accent that you're
computers.
doing. The Western drawl.
The more
It is.
recent killings are looking less messy, as if the killer is being more careful with the tearing out of whatever it is he's tearing out from the inside of these victims' bodies. There are also cuts on these victims' chests that seem to be in numerical order: 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6.
You know, it would be weird if they went from 2 to 7. That'd be very odd. Thank God they did it in numerical order. I'm glad that these that this serial killer knows basic numbers.
Now we know which ones came first.
Yeah.
Thank you, serial killer. This makes our jobs much easier.
Wouldn't it be great if like Jack the Ripper just like while he was like killing some sex workers was just like, you're number 1. like that's not how this works.
The killer seems to be keeping count of all of the people he's killing.
You don't say.
8:30 p.m. Had dinner. Both me and Chelsea were brainstorming with what's been going on. It's really strange, the fact that computers are getting destroyed every time there's a murder victim, and we find that there's some old data from the same game, Sonic.exe. That name reminds me of all the times me and Chelsea played some of our old Sonic the Hedgehog games.
You don't say.
I remember when we used to play Sonic Heroes.
Wait.
She always liked playing as Rouge the Bat, and I always liked playing as Vector. Hell yeah!
Okay, first off, good choices, but also, like, you guys are, like, professional detectives. Like, when the hell did you have time to, like, play Sonic Heroes?
Kids. But it's weird. What does a Sonic game, a possibly fan-made one, at that, gotta do with all these killings?
It's a good question.
2:45 p.m., December 22nd, 2011.
Another murder. Big surprise there. But now both me and Chelsea agree that all these murders are connected with that game.
You gotta keep going in character, man.
Fine.
I'm not gonna let you go unless you do it in character.
Fine then. I gotta get into the character of Southern Lightning McQueen. Another murder. Big surprise there. But now both me and Chelsea agree that these murders are connected with that game. Maybe the killer made it his calling card. The chief told us not to worry about such a simple video game and just stick with what's going on with the murders. 6:30 p.m. Autopsy came in again. The doctors told us that aside from the wounds on the chest and the mouth, the victim didn't seem to have any signs of a murder or a struggle. In fact, as baffling as it seems, all the victims appeared to be in perfect health, apart from the fact that they were all dead. If they're all in perfect health, how is death perfect health? I air checked the word dead because that's where the report came out. What? That's where the report came out really disturbing. The doctors stated that they were all in what appears to be a persistent vegetative state, meaning that all the people were in fact still alive. The brains and hearts were still working, but they were in an empty, dead-like state, as if someone robbed them of their minds and sense of selves. Yeah, that's being dead.
Yeah, but their brains and hearts are still functioning, which means they're alive.
That would mean, in that case, that would mean that they're in some kind of coma-like state.
That's That's what they just said.
A persistent vegetative state isn't what that is, though.
Oh.
A vegetative state is like when you have no motor functions.
Objection!
So, on a technical level, these doctors are probably fucking wrong. Chelsea stated it was probably one of the freakiest things she said she's seen in her days as my partner, and I don't blame her. Who could be capable of actually stealing people's senses of self? Well, have you ever heard of the child actor industry? It's like the devil is handpicking innocent people and robbing them of their souls for eternal damnation. 5:42 p.m., December 14th, 2011. Chelsea has been acting very strange lately. She seems quieter at work, and whenever she goes home, she goes back to her room. I'm guessing she's just as determined about learning more about this case than I am. If she's on to something, I hope she lets me know first before I make it official. After all, we are a team. 2 p.m., December 19th, 2011. Chelsea didn't go to work with me. That bitch. And she wasn't feeling well. I'm starting to think she's a little worried about her. Ever since she took this case, she's been acting rather odd. And I say, son, I say. Like you're doing like Southern Lightning McQueen, and I'm slowly evolving into Foghorn fucking Leghorn.
No, man, you started there. You've been going since you started. I hate to break it to you, but it's always been Foghorn Leghorn with you.
Wait, I've always been Foghorn Leghorn? Always have been.
Yep. Always. Never was a time where you weren't.
Fuck! Now I say, son, I say, oh, fuck. I don't know. Maybe I'm overreacting. Boss told me not to worry about it, and maybe just look at what she was researching on. I might do that. Also, several news about people worshiping this guy recently. Calls himself X. I swear, the things kids will be into nowadays. Yeah, things kids will be into, like worshiping the letter X. God, Sesame Street has really taken a downhill spiral. It's probably one of my better jokes so far. 9:30 p.m., December 24th, 2011. Almost time for Christmas in nice own southern Florida. Though I don't know if I should celebrate. Chelsea has been shut up in her room almost every day, not responding to me. I hope she's all right. Anyway, I've been looking into Chelsea's work, and I think she might have found something. Apparently, the killer has been going after anyone who plays the Sonic.EXE game. You just put that together? Great job, dude. Class A detective work. And once they've played the game, the killer tracks them down, kills them, and keeps carving a number into their chest. But what about the fact that almost every victim looks as though they've had their soul sucked right out of them? Wait a minute. I remember something. A few days ago, Chelsea came back home to the store and went to a room. She said she found a new game. Oh my God, Chelsea. I'm just going to write this down as my sister might be in turmoil. 12:32 a.m. The writing's a bit sloppy and there was tear splotched here and there. Chelsea is dead. She found the game. Oh my God. Why? Damn. Okay. Merry Christmas, you filthy animal. I called the guys at the station to help me move Chelsea. Oh God. Why? Why her? why did the killer find out and try to cover his tracks? No, it don't look like anything has been taken or destroyed. Well, except for the computer, and the game is still here. I wanted to keep it to find out why it had happened, but the chief demanded I hand it over to him. The way he asked was really hard. It's like if he doesn't want me to know anything came to the disc. Wait. The way he asked was really odd, as if he didn't want me to do anything to this game disc. The funeral for my sister will be prepared in a few days. That's a rather short amount of time to, like, prepare an entire fucking funeral. I can't believe that Chelsea, my own sister, is gone. When I find out who killed her, I'm gonna make sure he pays dearly. That's a threat, my guy. 4:50 p.m., December 28th, 2011. Came back from the funeral. God, am I a mess. Thankfully, Bob was there for me. He's the only person who ever supported me in Chelsea. I'm glad he's on my...
That says boss.
Oh, fuck. I thought that said Bob.
Ah, yes, Bob is spelled B-O-S-S.
I don't know why, but the words blurred together, and all the words are starting to blur together for me.
I'm think you might need to take a break and drink some water.
I am going to right now. 4:50 p.m., December 28th, 2011. Came back from the funeral. God, am I a mess. Thankfully, a boss was there for me. He's the only person who ever supported me in Chelsea. I'm glad he's on my side about this case. A woman came to the funeral party. Her name is Shannon Goldman. And she was supposedly a representative for the cult of X, as she called it. She told me that she was sorry for my loss and pulled out some religious crap about X wishing me a happier year. Seriously, who is this X guy anyway? She told me that soon X
Man, you went from Foghorn Leghorn to fucking Hank Hill so fast.
Oh, when I find that X guy, I'll tell you what. I'll burn him to death with some propane. Bobby, I swear to God.
Oh my God.
If you join that cult of X, I will not hesitate. Which pretty much ended the conversation right there. That woman is crazy. Anyway, more news about the cult of X doing more crazy stuff. Wow. Whoever this X guy is, he's making as much of an impact to the public as the killer is. You haven't really expressed that, though. You don't really know, like, what this cult even is. Like, you're just talking about, like, oh yeah, this cult of X is doing some real insane shit. But you're not really clarifying what that insane shit is.
2:20 p.m. January 2nd, 2012. Another murder. Jesus.
Oh no, they got Jesus!
This guy never has a break with this, does he?
Yeah, I mean, they just like fucking, I just want to bring peace on earth, and they nail him to a cross. Damn you!
This is like the 22nd killing. What is he trying to gain from killing all the people? And how the hell is he gonna get away with it? It's so goddamn easily.
You can't keep getting away with this.
I gotta know what it is Chelsea was finding. I need to know. She was on to, she was on to something. I just know it. Maybe if I could look around in her room, I might find a clue.
How do you not like look through a room at all in like basically a month?
I was grieving.
That's fair.
5:30 p.m.
Well, whatever Chelsea found, she left a lot of clues for me. The computer isn't entirely broken. In fact, it seems like it got beat up a few times, but it's still surprisingly working like new. I'm actually surprised I didn't see it like this that night. But then again, if you lost someone you love, you would too lose sight of very important details surrounding you.
Also, if the computer is a through line with this case, wouldn't they have taken it in as like evidence?
You think so, yeah.
Instead of just leaving it there? That seems like a weird fuck up on the detective's point.
Yeah. Anyways, I checked the computer and there's an icon for the Sonic.exe game on her desktop. My god. How the hell did Chelsea even get this? I guess it doesn't really matter. What's really important is what I found in her notes. Apparently Chelsea was terrified of this game. Something from the game scared the crap out of her. In fact, according to what she wrote down, she made it seem like the game was cursed or something. But that can't be the case. There's no way a computer game could harm anyone, right?
You're correct. A computer game can't harm anyone.
January 3rd, 2012.
Jesus Christ, Megatron, calm down.
Okay, I changed my mind. Maybe there is something spooky about the game after all.
I'm
Last
scared
night I had a dream. I'm scared shitless.
God
I
dang
tell
it.
you, Bobby, this game is scaring the shit out of me. I had propane nightmares.
Last night I had a dream. No, a nightmare. More like I remember it well. I was trapped in the darkness. All was quiet except someone was laughing and talking to me. Then it's not all quiet, is it?
Yeah, that's kind of like the antithesis of that. Like, it's all quiet outside of the voices in my head.
He told me to play the game over and over again. Each time sounded more important when he got to my face and yelled,
Play it!
That's when I woke up with a fright. This guy is Southern.
Definitely.
This story was written with this guy being Southern in mind.
Like
Nobody who isn't Southern says, that's when I woke up with a fright.
Like what? Like who wrote this? Like fucking, like who the hell writes like this anyway? Obviously, someone from the South. Also, I've had nightmares like this too, but it's you and Jarek talking to me about playing Hollow Knight.
Fucking
I'll
play
get to
it
eventually. Hold on, this next line.
Why would Sonic want me to play a game that possibly killed my sister? Because Sonic wants your fucking money. Sonic.exe isn't just a fan game. It's a marketing ploy.
Sonic.
It's got in-app purchases. Pay to play, motherfucker.
Sonic.EXE.
Oh, that's your best one so far. Sonic.EXE.
It's all in your blood.
Sonic.EXE.
Just like Sonic Origins. Anyway.
3:30 p.m.
Another murder. Number 24.
No!
Now I'm going to a weird New Yorker accent. What the fuck is going on?
Come on, Jimbo, we gotta solve the crime of Sonic.exe.
No, I've lost the southern accent. I've lost the southern accent, Eamon. I think you're gonna have to
shit.
go from here. I've lost the southern accent. I can't go
You've lost
further.
it. Fuck. I always knew you would lose it. All right. Another murder. Number 24. Darker, darker, yet darker. I know that's not like the actual one from Undertale. Which fucking number
Entry
is
number 17.
Damn it. Okay. Is there an entry number 24? I can't remember.
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think entry number 17 was the last entry, but like even entry number 17 wasn't even in the game. It was in the files.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Anyway, another murder. Number 24. And the cult of X seems to be pestering the public more and more. What's their deal? Don't they realize that the killer is on the loose? Wait a minute. If this X weird... What? Hold on. Sorry, I have to process what I have to say right now. What if this X weirdo is the killer? Wow, you just put that shit together?
Right? Come on, man.
Yeah, like, there's
Keep
this...
the fuck up.
Yeah, dude, like, come on. Like, there's this, like, cult rising in popularity. That guy, like, that one girl came to, like, the funeral of your sister who died during the murders. And they're rising as these murders are continually happening. Come on. Like, have some common sense, my guy. It will make a sense, since... Ever since these murders started, the cult's been hanging around recruiting more and more people. And this X character they're worshipping, why is it that this cult even started after several murders had taken place? I looked over Chelsea's notes and found she seemed to agree with me. Apparently X has something to do with the Sonic.EXE game. Really, was the X not evident enough? Did he make the game? Did he somehow get a hold of it and thought, hey, if I kill people with this game, people will like me? Yeah, that's not how murderers really think, dude. I don't think a murderer is just like, hey, what if I play this game and people will just, like, fawn over me? Though, we do live in the age of YouTubers, and who knows what those fuckers are doing. Including us.
Yeah, you have no idea what we're actually like.
Yeah.
Don't talk to strangers on the internets, kid. On the internets. On the internets? Yeah. On the internet, kids.
On the multiple internets out there. Didn't you know that there's a parallel one?
And when you do talk to strangers, don't.
When you do talk to strangers, just don't talk to them.
Or like look for
there.
signs. Look for signs like if they don't act like someone your age, you should probably stay the fuck away. And even if they do act like someone your age, be cautious.
Yeah. I've known Scully for years, and that's the only reason I talked to him. If it wasn't for the fact that I knew him personally, I wouldn't trust him for a millisecond.
Yeah.
Did you just, like, admit to that? Just like, yeah, I understand that. I wouldn't trust me either.
Checks out.
If what X is doing is real, then something is seriously wrong here. Really, is it the fact that your sister died, or the fact that a cult is starting to grow in popularity in the South, or the fact that a fucking game is connected to a bunch of murders that revolves around people's souls getting sucked out of their bodies? Huh, I wonder what the fuck's going on here. This does seem wrong. 6:30 p.m. Unbelievable. The chief of police came to my apartment a while ago and told me that the investigation might be too much for me to handle and said that I was off the case.
What the hell?
What the hell? I've practically found a lot of evidence, and it was practically told to me that I shouldn't continue on. He also said that Chelsea would have wanted me to quit after what happened. A bowl of shit. Whatever, I'm not gonna let some flatheads stop me from solving this case. I'm gonna find out who X really is and why he's doing all this, and I'm gonna turn him in. Next time.
It was Fathead. You said flathead.
Oh, it says fathead.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? I think flathead is funnier. Like, I'm just imagining who's that Spider-Man villain, like the gangster?
Hammerhead. How the fuck do you
Hammerhead.
keep
I'm just
forgetting his
imagining
name?
just like what?
How the fuck do you keep forgetting his name? I've had to remind you like 3 times.
Because like he's such like a C-grade Spider-Man villain.
Yeah, but he's got a fucking brick for a brain. That's at least somewhat memorable.
I suppose, but like compared to like everyone else, he is a bit more generic, I think.
Yeah, but I still think he's neat.
That's fair. He is a neat character. A lot of potential.
Yeah.
Anyway. 5 p.m., February 8th, 2012. More murders. We're up to 28 now. The boss contacts me about every now and then behind the chief's back. And he told me that whoever is causing all these murders is one smart son of a bitch, unlike me. I can't really blame him. As much as I hate to admit it, I have to give X credit for being able to kill 28 people so far. But he's not able to get away with it. Anyways, I've looked over Chelsea's notes again, and can I just reel back real quick and talk about like how odd this whole setup is? Like the first story was about like a haunted game, and now we're going to like a detective kind of thing.
Yeah, but it's still about the haunted game.
Yeah, I know, but like adding like okay, let's talk about the original like story for a second. The original story is convoluted and goofy as all hell. And applying that to an actual detective story, like it's incredibly stupid. like it's just like so dumb. I'm just gonna be blunt about it. It's so dumb to like apply such a stupid like concept to a serious dramatic storytelling kind of thing. It kind of feels like you're trying to like bash two things together to make it seem more grandiose. Yeah.
Anyhow.
Yes.
Let us continue this spooky story. This
Spooky.
fascinating fuck venture.
Fuck venture? I don't think that's what this is, my friend. I think you've gone to the wrong call.
This wonderful piece of media.
Before I was just being goofy. Now I'm just straight up lying.
Okay.
God help me.
Anyways, I've looked over Chelsea's notes again, and what she wrote down before she got attacked is very... Hold on, I'm going to reread that. Anyways, I've looked over Chelsea's notes again, and what she wrote down before she got attacked was very odd. Wow. Nonsensical stuff about a Sonic plushie always watching her, spying on her. Oh my god. This is exactly what I was just talking about. Applying logic like a Sonic plushie with blood red eyes looking at you. Like, applying that to like a detective story is so dumb.
Yeah, this just went from fucking like... It went from like a detective story about some murders that were happening under strange circumstances to a detective Sonic.EXE story, now to a detective Sonic.EXE Coraline story. What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, this story is so fucking convoluted.
Where did the plushie come from? There was no mention of any fucking plushies previously.
They were mentioned in the original story, so I mean they're just trying to build up on it. But I mean it's like
you'd have to mention it again in this story so that people who didn't read the previous story could like understand why there's a plushie here.
I think it's like written under the assumption that people have read the original story.
Well, maybe you shouldn't write that way. That's a stupid way to write.
Yeah. You need like a bit more build up, I suppose.
You need to have a way for someone to get into it at any point.
Yeah. Like,
not that the story is good at all. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, like, as a general rule, when it comes to writing multiple book stories, you should probably make it so that you can have a reader come into the series at any point in the series and have it still
Yeah.
make some sense.
I think the big problem, though, with this is that the writer, JC the Hyena, was so far up his own ass because of the popularity of Sonic.EXE that he just wanted to, like, make a continuation no matter what. Like, he specifically, like, actually made a, like, after, like, the original story was removed from the original creepypasta wiki, he actually made a whole, like, incredibly incel-like rant about how, like, the Sonic.exe fans have to rise up and like and get the story back on the official creepypasta wiki, and it's so stupid.
Man, if that were about anything other than if that were about any other kind of media other than creepypastas, that would have been probably somewhat admirable.
Yeah, but the guy was like throughout the whole thing, and I think actually after we finish recording this episode, I might try to find that story again. But oh god, like from the writing, it's clear that he's like a fucking egotist.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, the guy's just a fucking prick. Even putting aside, not even mentioning the grooming shit that came out recently.
Yeah.
Like, JCB Hyena is a complete piece of shit.
We do not condone any of his actions. We are merely doing this for shits and giggles.
Yeah, we're doing this to mock this motherfucker. Fuck JC the Hyena and fuck his ass. In jail.
You know how we usually don't say, like, shit on any of the creators and stuff in these videos? Shit all you want on this creator. Like...
Yeah, go on ahead.
We don't give two shits. Just fucking... I don't know. Do whatever. We don't care.
When it comes to grooming, we're just like, no, fuck that.
When it comes to any crime relating to a fanfic writer in this scenario, just, we don't care.
If you do crime, you go to jail. And now you know.
And knowing is half the battle.
The Transformers.
The more you know.
And that's our TED Talk for today.
Cue the you more you know gif.
Yes.
Make sure it slides across the screen real slow like.
Just like it takes like the rest of the episode to like get to the other half of the screen. Oh my god, that would be such a pain in the ass to edit. Holy shit. I never saw a Sonic doll in the apartment. Then again, I never questioned my sister's sanity, no matter how many times she ate bath salts. She was always the smart one in things, and it just pains me to realize how broken she was just before she died. I didn't tell boss about X or Chelsea's notes. I know he wouldn't believe me. Before nobody will. I guess if you want to solve a case, you have to do it yourself. Great job, Sherlock. 8:30 p.m. Someone sent a... My voice cracked so tremendously there, Jesus. Someone sent me a friend request over Skype. He calls himself Cole. I'm just imagining just like a lump of coal just with like stick figure arms. He said he can help me with this case, but only if I can trust him. I really don't have a choice. I'm willing to do anything to put an end to this. Anyway, Cole told me that I first have to get the files of all the victims in the Sonic.exe murders. That's what the news was started to call them now. Hold on. That's what the news is starting to call them now. That the police confirmed that the old game data is in the computers as evidence. Later on tonight, I'm gonna pay the station a little visit. 11:45. Oh Jesus!
Not again!
No! Not Jesus!
The second coming of
Bastard!
Christ has stopped coming.
Oh no! Not that!
Damn it!
Here comes
We've lost him again!
Jesus,
damn fucking Sonic.EXE fanfic writers. They always get him.
like just
Every
like
time.
the Passion of the Christ 2, Sonic versus Jesus.
Biblically accurate Sonic versus biblically accurate Jesus.
You crossed the wrong hedgehog, motherfucker.
That means Sonic either is God or could kill a god, and I do not care if there is a difference!
Oh my god. Alright, where were we? Oh Jesus, that was a close call, Joke made. I just made it back from the station. I managed to grab all the files and I had to run in with the chief. He asked what I was doing back at the station. I lied and told him I had to pick up a few things from my office and decided to take some time off. Thankfully, he believed me. But it's strange. The way he talked to me sounded like he didn't believe me in the slightest. That's because he doesn't. Anyway, I got the files just like Cole asked. Well, since he's Cole, he's probably gonna fucking burn them. Think about that.
Ha, 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 ha.
Fossil fuels are currently ruining our entire world. Solar energy is the future, bitches. I told Cole that all of the victims had the same occurrences. All of them were in a dead-like state, as if their souls were taken out. If their souls are taken out, then they're dead. That's how that works.
Well,
no soul dead.
Well, Chris didn't die when he ripped out his soul in Deltarune. Fucking dumbass.
We're not even gonna get into that because Deltarune is like that whole thing is a complete.
Yeah, but like you said in general that like if you rip out your soul, you're immediately dead. But I can think of like so many soulless beings.
Okay, yeah. Actually, one example is probably like homunculi.
Yeah. So
yeah.
like, quiet
but, like,
you.
Okay, fine.
Your argument is invalid.
Chris is a different situation though because it's a very inconsistent and very weird thing going on with that. But anyway, as if their souls were taken out, that they were all numbered, and now each computer the victims had were somehow destroyed and had Sonic.exe inside their hard drives. Cole said there's a reason why all the victims had Sonic.exe on their computers. And boy, did I not like the answer. Boy, I said, Cole, you might explain to me what's going on with this X fella, man. The cult of X is involved. Their members, after someone gets killed, steals the game disc from the victim head. Steals the game disc the victim had at the time and hides it away for a while until it shows up later at a random place to easily obtain it. These random locations could be anything. A pawn shop, the black market, eBay. eBay? Wouldn't that, if you put it on eBay, it could end up anywhere. If we're theoretically saying that this is like one town where this is happening, like what is this, like local eBay? Like eBay for the South?
Mm-hmm.
Craigslist. That seems like makes more sense. Random yet seemingly harmless deliveries. Anywhere that could involve buying stuff. So like sex shops. That way, when the next potential victim finds it, he or she becomes a new owner of the Sonic.exe games until X comes to kill them, and a member of the cult comes to steal away the game disc again, and thus the cycle begins anew. I asked Cole how the cult is even doing this. He said that X, the bastard, is clearly some sort of holy figure, and they will do whatever it takes to be on his good side. God damn. God, this voice is really taking a lot out of me.
You want me to go from here?
Oh yeah, go for a while.
What does they even see in X? Anyhow.
Wait, what does they even
What
see
does
in
they
X?
even see in X, anyhow?
Oh, this is so southern.
Why is it they like him so much? That they're willing to be accomplices to murder. Or better yet, what kind of power does X have to strike so much terror into people that they'll do whatever he says?
3:30 p.m. March 1st, 2022.
He writes down in he writes what the he writes
Oh,
down
sorry,
a
that's
lot in
2012.
3:30.
Sorry, not 2022. What the fuck? 10-year time skip? Whoa.
It's 2022. The Sonic.EXE murders have turned into the Sonic.EXE Holocaust. Sonic.EXE reigns supreme, and the only ones that survive are the other creepypasta characters. Slenderman, Eyeless Jack, I don't know, Clockwork, and his ancient enemy, Ben Drowned, I guess? I don't know.
Alright. Cool.
Sex is legal now. Everyone is dead. The world is all red now. Hyper-realistic blood colored.
I couldn't hold myself any longer.
Oh,
I had to
boy.
know what Chelsea found in that game, so I played it. It started off pretty basic, with the classic Sonic the Hedgehog title screen until I started it. Sonic, his eyes had gone all black, and there was red glowing dots staring at me. Anyways, when I got
that shit.
on the character selection screen, yes, this game apparently has one, I was shown the character lineup: Shadow, Sally, Rue, and Rouge. Rouge was Chelsea's favorite character. I chose not to play as her out of respect for Chelsea, and chose Shadow. That laugh, it sounded just like the laugh Sonic made in that dream I had.
Is it like just so that's just the Kefka laugh?
Ugh.
I just imagine just like a completely stupid sounding laugh. Just like
The game started with the level title card, Let's Play. And I was shown Shadow standing in what appears to be a hallway of mirrors. With a faint echoing sound of a piano playing with a calm melody in the distance. I had Shadow walk down the hall, and every time he walked past a mirror, I was introduced to a more twisted and messed up version of himself in the mirror.
Okay, I'm gonna pause this real quick. That's actually kind of an interesting reflection. Okay, outside of the fact that this is obviously a fictional story and the characters are video game and the characters do belong in a fictional universe in this universe, that idea of Shadow actually walking through a hall of mirrors and seeing himself as more of a monster every single time he walks past it is actually a really interesting way of reflecting how he feels about himself.
That's a cool idea.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep that in mind. That's the one thing I will actually give this story credit for is that that actually feels like it's in tune with the actual character.
His reflection's red markings were oozing red as if he was bleeding, and his eyes were bloodshot to the point where they were red, bleeding, and pulsating.
How can they pulsate if this is a 16-bit game?
You'd be surprised what you can do with 16 bits.
Yeah, but okay, yeah. This is a fan game after all. They can get away with some weird shit.
And he had probably the most psychotic grin on his face. It's like he was looking at a walking fountain of blood.
What?
It's like
like
it was like I was looking at a walking fountain of blood. He's referring to Shadow looking like a walking
Yeah,
fountain of blood.
I'm well aware, but that's just like a very odd description.
I mean,
like a walking
it did say that it
fountain
looked
of
like
blood.
it was bleeding from the red parts of his spines. And
I suppose,
he was
yeah,
bleeding and pulsating and stuff.
I don't know. I just feel like Fountain of a walking fountain of blood is too cool a descriptor for this story.
I had Shadow walk past the last mirror and the music stopped. Shadow was now walking down an empty, quiet hallway. I had this growing sense of dread in my stomach, and then Shadow stopped at one more mirror. He stopped right at it, showing his weird bleeding reflection. And then that laugh came again, and I saw that the real Shadow was slowly transforming into his reflection, bleeding and smiling. What the hell kind of game is this? And then Sonic appeared, with those black and red eyes, red tears coming down from his face. He smiled as he looked at Shadow. And then the screen went black, and then came a message on the screen. It's not the outside that's important. It's who you are on the inside that really intrigues me. When it came back to the level, Shadow was sitting on the floor, cradling in a half fetal position, like a child, just grinning that freaky grin. Then Sonic smiled as he looked at me, and he lunged at Shadow, the screen going black with a loud pixelated screeching noise.
Pixels can't be in noise.
Well, it means like crunchy.
Yeah, I know, but
Screeching
that's
noise.
just like not the right. That's just not the right way of saying.
That's
all.
how some people describe it. I've heard people describe describe sound effects in crunchy games like that. It's not a super uncommon way of describing it.
I know, it just sounds weird.
It does sound a little weird, and since that's because you're used to referring to it in a more proper sense. How do you refer to it?
Bit crunched.
Yeah.
Because that's like actually that's actually the term that music and video games is made, because like they
yeah, that's just because you're used to using that term. Some people are used to using the term pixelated.
All right.
Gah. I still feel as if I can hear it ringing in my ears. That laugh came again, and another message. You're learning more about this better than anyone, aren't you, Derek? What the fuck? How the hell does this game know me? This
You had a
doesn't make
date,
any
didn't you?
sense.
Don't you remember?
It brought me back to the main menu, and I saw that Shadow was now in one of the TV screens, looking as he did earlier, looking rather mindlessly happy. I had to turn the game off. My head hurts so much from all this. Was this Chinese? Was this... Where the fuck did I get Chinese? Where the fuck did I get Chinese reading that?
It's like Xbox all over again. Is this Chinese?
I looked at the back of the game cartridge and it said "Made in China." Instantly, I knew I'd made a mistake.
This game was Chinese. Immediately, I went to Chinatown and shot down every single video game owner I could find. Those Chinese fuckers. They won't get away with this. As you can tell, Derek was kind of deranged. The reason he died was actually by suicide by cop.
Was this what Chelsea found? A haunted computer game? And now some guy is using this as an excuse to kill people. Just to gain a cult? I just don't get it. Why is all of this happening? Who is X? Who is X? Who is X? Sonic?
Yes.
4:30 p.m. March 2nd, 2012.
Oh my god. This is really going through the whole year.
I've come to a conclusion. It's obvious that X is no ordinary human being. In fact, I no longer even think he's a human. Cole filled me in about him. X is really called Sonic.EXE, named
Fuck
after
off!
the game that's been causing all this trouble. Cole Skyped me. Sorry. Fucking Skype. Oh, that's so 2012.
I Skyped him over this demon. Hey, you want to talk about the demon Sonic?
It's so 2012, Eamon. It's so 2012.
God
Those
damn.
fucking Skype users.
God in heaven.
I remember Skype.
I remember Skype too. What a fucking nightmare.
Cole Skyped me recently. Cole Skyped me recently. Me that Sonic.EXE has been around long before the game did. Jesus Christ!
Boy.
I have a feeling that this guy wrote that shit when he was like, he must have been at like up at like 5 a.m. Like,
Yeah,
just
probably.
punching this shit in.
Proofreading? What the hell is that?
I asked him what X was exactly, and his answer unnerved me. Sonic.exe is a monster. No, not the monsters you see in horror films or video games. He's a real monster.
Isn't he from a video game? I mean, that's kind of like just like saying, "Oh yeah, this isn't a movie monster. This man is named Freddy Krueger."
And he's not just any monster, apparently. Cole told me that X is a supernatural being from another dimension.
Fuck off! What is he just like? What the hell?
How fucking crazy is that? But it's true. It has to be. X has the power to control all of reality in his realm, and he is unable to do the same in our world because he can't enter it.
What is he, Bill Cipher?
Fucking apparently.
I mean, this does happen in 2012, so I mean, God,
So
this is so dumb.
Yeah.
This is so dumb.
So some time ago, someone made a game disc that would serve as a window between X's world and ours.
Jesus Christ.
Anyone who plays it gets a front row seat to what X's dimension looks like. And it's
It looks like a
hell.
Sega Genesis.
And it's hell. Not
God.
literally hell, but pretty freaking close. Over time, after
damn.
someone plays X's game, X sends out a plushie of
No!
Sonic to act as a spy. Okay, this is mixing.
God
this
damn!
this is now mixing fucking Sonic.exe, a detective story, fucking Coraline, and Gravity Falls.
What the hell is this? Is so stupid.
My
This is so
God.
actually dumb. Like, come on.
I can't even.
A fucking plushie Sonic spy doll? Are you kidding me? That's the dumbest shit imaginable.
I mean, like, I can't even say this guy was cracked doing this, because, like, even people who are cracked write good stories sometimes. I mean, just look at fucking Stephen King over there. He wrote a few good stories.
A few good stories, yeah, a couple. He's the most well-renowned horror writer of all time. He wrote like a couple of good stories.
Yeah, but he was cracked off of his ass.
Yeah, but this is like beyond crack.
No. This is just dumb.
This is so.
I won't even give it the
stupid.
credit of saying that this man was on drugs. He's just.
This doesn't
just
deserve
dumb.
anything. This story is so unbelievably stupid as hell. And it gets worse because I know where this is going.
Oh, God.
God.
X sends out a plushie of Sonic to act as a spy for him. Then when the time is right, X is able to open the window for a short time, only to pull someone into his world where they're trapped forever.
How the hell does that work?
Man just reaches through the fucking screen and rips out their soul, you know?
God damn. I don't know what the plushie's for, though.
It's
like,
just to watch the guy, I guess.
God. It's like that. It's like those stories that you hear,
man,
on Reddit.
Okay.
Oh boy.
In a hypothetical scenario, as if this shit were happening to me, I would like, I'd play the game for, like, a solid 5 minutes. Like, if in a hypothetical scenario where I had no idea what this game was, I'd see the creepy imagery and stuff, and then I'd look behind me and see that there was a fucking Sonic plushie that wasn't there before. I'd take that shit, bring it outside, start a fire, burn it, and then just burn my computer.
You basically do the job that X is doing, just minus the murder.
Yeah.
All right. God.
Just burn everything.
Spoken like a true arsonist.
Yeah. I created Bramble after all.
No one will understand that.
Yeah, no one. But we'll fling an image up there, just for references to the character I'm talking about.
Just get an image of just like Bramble, just like with all the other knights just on fire. Oh my god.
This is how we're able to kill people so easily, without anyone noticing.
People have noticed.
He comes out of the computer. Yeah, right? He comes out of the computer, pulls the soul out of the person's body, and then goes back into the computer to retreat into his dimension. There, he can make the soul he captured into his slave for all eternity.
God.
It's me, Ironhide.
But Prime!
Time to bust some Deceptichops.
Ironhide, I need you to go to Autobot City and destroy Sonic.EXE.
You got it, Prime.
See ya, Sonic Creep.
If I was told about this long ago, I would not have believed it. But now I'm straight up convinced. Everything Cole has told me is the truth so far. And right now, I'm writing down all that he is telling me, just in case any of this information becomes useful.
Don't you love how we went from Lightning McQueen to Foghorn Leghorn, and now we're on Ironhide?
6:30 p.m.
Cole told me that he has to go. He'll get in trouble if he gets caught talking to me. But he says he'll Skype me again soon. Until then, I'm asked to write down the names of any political victims this time.
Political victims at this time.
Political? Why the fuck did... Oh, potential victims.
Potential villains. Oh my god.
I think you might need to take over. My brain's starting to collapse.
On it. I'm also asked to keep an eye out. The cult is getting suspicious. 4:30 p.m. April 22nd, 2012. 29th murder and no word from cult yet. I nearly escaped from a few members of the cult I nearly escaped from a few members of the cult and everybody that might be involved. I can't trust anyone now. I need to stay in my apartment more often so no one finds me. Get it? It's just like his sister did. The person killed this time was a middle-aged guy named Paul. He was very paranoid about going about the outside world, and everything could traumatize the poor guy. Apparently, he had a Sonic Adventure 2 game to stay sane, and he always played as Eggman. My only relief is Sonic Adventure 2. That's my only release in this godless
Eggman,
world.
Bro, I kin this guy. I kin Paul, bro. I kin Paul specifically because I like playing as Eggman 2 in Sonic Adventure 2.
Oh my god.
Oh god, please.
I am the Eggman.
That's what I am. I am the Eggman.
Eggman.
I've got the master plan. I am the Eggman.
Eggman. We've got the master plan.
I just said that, Eamon. You can't repeat what I just said. Jesus
I
Christ,
couldn't
Eamon.
hear. I couldn't fucking hear you. God
You
damn
couldn't
it.
hear me? I was yelling it into the fucking mic, Eamon.
Betcha X had made the man a vegetable in his world by now. Wait, hold on, what? I bet you X made the poor man a vegetable in his world by now. How nice is that? He's just like, here, welcome to hell. Here's a rutabaga. May 4th, 2012. I just realized something. Why is it that Prime tried to get me off of the job? Wow, this really does sound like Ironhead now. Why did he confiscate the damn disc? Why has he been practically intercepting every one of mine and Chelsea's moves in the case? I'll tell you why. He's in on it. He's working for the Cult of X. It's the only explanation. Or he's actually just terrible at his job. He took the game disc so that way the cult could use it to continue with the killings. But the boss, he can't be involved in this too. He's been mine and Chelsea's friend for years. No, I don't think he could ever go in on this. He could ever go in on this. What, is he playing craps? Matter of fact, I don't even think he knows about what's going on. Damn, Chief, why would he do this? When I uncover this conspiracy, I'm ratting you out. August 12th, 2012. Boss called. 2 more murders. 30 and 31. Some kid named Tong hanged himself weeks before he gained a package from his diseased... It actually says diseased friend.
Oh man, Kyle's diseased friend. What a fucking incel.
Like he just died of COVID. Like,
man,
like he just spread the black plague to him.
Only fucking incels die of COVID. I'm so sorry.
Oh my god. Kyle. Not surprising, they both played the damn... Wait a fucking minute. So does that mean that Kyle and Tom in the original story were 30 and 31? Jesus. That puts those stories into a whole different perspective. Yeah, that's really weird. Also, if you said kid, like,
how old is the main character here?
Yeah, like, now I'm really wondering, like, how can he have nostalgic memories of playing Sonic.exe if he's, like, over 30 in 2011 and has been a detective for a pretty damn while, for a fucking while at this point. This complicates a lot of shit. Oh, wait. I'm a fucking idiot. I'm a fucking complete idiot. 30 and 31 refer to the fact that those two were murdered, not their ages. God damn it. I am embarrassed. Holy shit.
I was wondering where you got that number.
I saw it right there. I thought that was referring to... Oh my god, I am embarrassed. Not surprising, they were both playing the damn game.
Diseased. Fucking diseased piece of shit.
You fucking diseased, deceptive creep.
Deceptive disease.
Not surprising, they both played the damn game. Kyle played it first and passed it on to Tom before X got to him. Kyle tried to put up a good fight against X, but he clearly was no match for the Fiend. So Kyle tried to warn Tom not to play the game, but Tom did anyway. X used his knowledge. What? Why can't I say this? God. X used this as an advantage to mess with Tom's poor head, making him believe that his curiosity and wanting to help others was what caused his friend's suffering. Tom tried to commit suicide by hanging in order to save himself from X, but apparently it failed. X is not only dangerous and powerful, he is also sadistic and insane. He thinks that all the horrific things he's doing is just part of some silly game. X, you monster. Why are you doing this? What are you trying to gain? I'm milking this shit like a goddamn alpaca.
Why did that last line, X you monster, why did that sound like fucking like X you monster? Why are you doing this? Why are you trying to gain? What are you trying to gain? That sounds like fucking Sarge. The way that line is set up, it sounds like Sarge.
Why are you trying to do this? What are you trying to gain? August 24th, 2012. Played more of the game. The level Sally was in was really odd. She was in what appeared to be an old, desolate city. The sky a dull, dark mixture of clouds. Everything a dull, empty. Everything all dull, empty, and dead. No music. Zero pillows. All dick. What was weird was how she was smiling. Maybe she found something good. No, that wasn't the case at all. After I had her jump past debris, she reached the end of the level. Sonic, no, X was there. She smiled at him and he smiled back. Then another message. See, I'm not such a bad guy, Derek. Then another. I can be kind when I want to. Then it showed X holding Sally's hand, smiling warmly at her. She looked different now. Her eyes were sewn shut, and her color palette seemed darker. X gently placed his hand around her head. I really do love humans, Derek. They're so fun to play with. In fact, you could say... It then showed me a close-up of X with a wide, mad grin, violently snapping Sally's neck. She was still smiling as though she didn't feel any pain from it. They're the ultimate toy! I almost gagged at this. The main menu showed Sally on her TV screen, still in her dark state. She was still smiling. She can't have possibly enjoyed any of that. Kinks are everywhere, my guy.
8:30 p.m.
Cole just called me. He said that all the characters you play as in the game is all of EXE's slaves, turned into horrific parodies of Sonic characters. Or at least turned into their favorite Sonic characters.
He's only killing Sonic fans. He's going out of his way to kill every Sonic fan on the planet.
Well, now suddenly I feel better about him killing people.
Dude, we're on the list.
Yeah, I know.
Jesus. Jesus Christ.
And X sets them up randomly in each game to show us human what's in store for us. Wait. Oh God. No. I won't do it. I won't play the game just to watch you harm her, X. Fuck you.
Like, wait, you're talking to your journal. Why would you just say to your journal, fuck you? Also, like, this is dumb. Let's move on.
August 25th, 2012. More information on X.
Oh, I remember that date.
X has these 7 guardians.
God.
Ruling over his world alongside him. God. They are essentially extensions of EXE himself.
Fucking God.
Made from his power combined with powerful emotions of humans. Each guardian is named after the emotions they were born with.
This part is so fucking stupid.
Keto, prayer. Eshu, sorrow. Gekido, Rage, Kia... sorry. Yeah, no, my
Kirai.
brain's not processing that.
Yeah, it's Kirai.
Kirai, hatred. Kofuku, happiness. Kyofu, fear. Kukubo, desire. Yukubo, sorry, not Kukubo. What the fuck? Yukubo, desire. X created these beings to not only maintain order in his world, but to cause trouble in ours. They corrupt humans. They corrupt humans and make them more susceptible to X snatching
Sus.
them away by manipulating their emotions. For example, Gekido could bring out your anger and make you violent towards others.
I'm
While
getting violent
Yukubo-
towards this story.
While Yukubo could manipulate your desires and confuse you with what's reality and what's not.
So weed. Or, like, I don't know, like heroin.
Also, Cole has informed me that X plans to one day permanently cross over to our world, so that way his reality will merge with ours and all mankind will become X's slaves for eternity. I went from a southern accent to like borderline British, and now I'm suddenly Australian. Oh my god!
Oh my god, this is just like Unicron series Jetfire again. God.
But how? How does he plan to accomplish such a feat? Cole thinks that the cult is thinking up ways to make it so, but so far none of their attempts have been successful. Apparently, their knowledge in computers is not as superior as the unknown original creator of the disc. I asked why Cole knew so much about much of this. I don't know what compelled him to ask, but I'm guessing it's been nagging me for some time. Dear God, poor Cole. He revealed that he was a member of the Cult of X, but he didn't like what he was getting into, and tried to stop the cult, at least until X got to him first. Now he's stuck in X's world. He said that he's lucky to have even found me, since the window is still here. Anyway, he's telling me that he is informed on how to put a stop to X in the cult's plans. But the best way he knows how to stop X in his tracks is to destroy the disc. That way, his only way in and out of worlds is to be gone, and he won't be able to cause any more trouble in ours. The chief still has the disc. I need to prepare on getting it back.
God. Can we talk about... Okay, real quick. This whole, like, section about, like, the 7 guardians of this world never comes up ever again.
Oh, good.
It's completely superfluous and completely unnecessary.
Great.
God.
Don't get me wrong, audience. I love me some world building, but that was just unnecessary.
It was dumb.
And dumb. That too.
I hereby decree that this story is stupid, and dumb.
Stupid, dumb bullshit.
Yeah.
Anyway. X got Cole.
Fuck!
I was in the middle of talking to Cole while preparing, and then we got disconnected. When it reconnected, Cole's username changed to X. X told me that Cole has been cheating and needs to be punished. And then he posted ha over and over and over and over. God damn you, Sonic.EXE. God damn you. Wait, isn't there a creepypasta named Sonic.EXE? What the fuck? Wait, hold on. Have I been fighting a fucking creepypasta?
Like he just like becomes self-aware, just like fuck, I can't do this anymore.
Just like fucking. Well, off to kill myself. My hand is still bleeding from the shattering on the screen, but I don't care. Not anymore. Oh, so I guess he punched the screen. Okay.
Yeah, he just punched his screen clean through.
Damn.
I didn't know this guy was related to a fighting game character.
It's time to end this. I'm gonna get that damn disc and destroy it. If I don't write back after this final entry, well, let's just say that whoever finds this, whoever reads this diary, please find it instructive as you can. Find it as instructive as you can.
Oh, don't worry. I will find it instructive. This whole thing's been a very instructive experience for me.
Sure has.
Yeah.
Everything you've read in my diary is the truth. X is
And
a
not
monster
the ravings
from
of a
another world.
madman.
And the cult of X is conspiring to help me take over the world. To help him take over the world. This cannot happen. I hope that whoever finds this and tries to put an end to this madness. This is a game on a bigger scale. We are all pawns in an elaborate, chaotic game, where the rules are being devised by the mind of a monster. Please do whatever you can. Do whatever you can, friend. He must be stopped. Goodbye and good luck, Derek Green. That was Derek's last journal entry. He wrote this 3 weeks ago. Today is his birthday.
This is a terrible gift.
Okay. And now he's dead.
Yeah, it's the worst gift. Death.
I wonder why he acted the way he did. I wonder why he acted the way he did during these horrible events. I was worried about my friend, but I never bothered to find out why at the time. I feel so stupid. Derek tried to fight this battle alone, and I did nothing. I haven't heard from Derek in 3 weeks. But yesterday I got an email from someone named Cole. It was addressed strictly to Bob Richardson. That's my name.
Yes! I knew it was Bob! I fucking knew it!
I clicked on
You
it.
called me crazy!
Yeah, because it was Boss when we were fucking reading it.
Well, I guess I just have mutated like abilities of foresight.
Or you're just incredibly lucky.
That too.
In this, yeah, okay.
I win!
That's my name. I clicked on it, and it was an audio tape that was made September 13th. That was made a day ago before I got the email. I clicked on it. This is what was on the audio tape.
Okay, I'll call Derek.
Okay. Recording starts. A man is grunting and yelling as two people are dragging him into the room.
Get your fucking hands off me, you crazy cultist freaks!
The sound of high heels is heard as another person walks into the room. Isn't that what you would call the Christians and Satanists, Mr. Green?
God damn, Goldman!
It was Goldman all along.
Fuck, not Goldman! I was hoping for Iron Man or like Silver Man. Anything but Goldman.
More high heel sounds as Goldman approaches Derek. Derek, why do you deny X? Only you see what he's. Well, don't you see what he's trying to do for everyone? He only wants to make our world as happy as he is.
Quietly. Happy? You think stealing souls and turning them into puppets is being happy? Our planet is not his toy box, you bitch. God.
It's not your place to decide what X wants. Your humanity, Mr. Green. He is a divine being that wishes to make humanity happy by showing us the paradise that is his world and taking us
In his world, where lines are drawn. In his world,
and taking us from the wretched filth of a planet we've been forced to live in. Struggling.
Some of us actually like this Black Goldman. X's world is nothing but a prison. All X cares about is making us pay playthings for all of eternity. Can't you say it's not fair?
What do you know about what's not fair?
More than you do, obviously.
A loud slap is heard and Derek falls to the ground. You fool. X chose me to be his most loyal because he knew I never liked this planet. He knew
I always preferred Mars.
He knew I want to be rid of the stupidity humanity is causing. I'm perfectly okay with being X's slave if it means getting away from it all. Getting the peace I finally deserve after all this time. And if everyone's gotta go with me, then too fucking bad.
Chuckling. Whatever. It doesn't matter anyway. 'Cause I'm gonna stop you once and for all.
Oh, are you now? With what, I presume?
Pulls out something from his coat. I happen to be wearing a trench coat. With this! Several gasps and murmurs are heard. No, he can't. It's the thing. Thanks for the help, dude. Cole told me that the only way X can enter our world to collect more souls is with this. Well, no more. A loud snapping noise is heard. Silence is heard. Give me a sec. Hold on, I'm actually trying to snap something.
Oh, okay.
God damn it, it didn't work. Just laugh.
So, Cole told you that, huh? Ha! A smart boy, but even geniuses tend to have their information wrong.
What? What do you mean?
Easy. High heels again as Goldman walks across the room. It's true that X cannot enter our world unless someone places the disk into a computing system, but I'm curious, Mr. Green. The sound of Goldman pulling out something from her pocket. Whatever made you both think that disk in particular was the original?
Wait, shakingly? I don't think I've ever heard that description.
I've heard that description before.
No, that can't be.
A brilliant theory, I might add, but I'm afraid it's your last one, Detective. The sound of a disc being inserted into a CD drive is heard.
This is the fucking PlayStation 2 startup noise. Violent struggling and yelling is heard. I'm gonna milk this shit. No, let me out of here. You can't do this.
And then strange supernatural sounds are heard, and then the audio breaks up and distorts a bit. A new person is walking into the room as Derek is screaming for his life.
Thankfully, I can identify supernatural sounds.
Hi, Derek.
No!
More clearly.
Ready for round 2.
Such heroic nonsense.
Then loud screeching noises are heard as the audio distorts more badly. Derek is screaming. Sonic.EXE is laughing, and there is a loud tune playing sped up and in reverse that is a loud, fast drum-like rhythm booming loudly as the whole audio distorts and breaks up, finally ending in static.
I was just imagining just like the supersonic theme.
Audio tape ends. After hearing this, I've never felt so helpless. Both my friends are gone, taken from me. There's nothing I can do about this. But I'm a useless cop after all.
Yes, you are.
But I hope someday, someone, somewhere is able to help put a stop to this. To do what I failed to do. I have to hope. I have to believe there's a chance at winning this. Because if there is no hope, no chance, Sonic.exe wins the game.
The end. God
what a
damn.
fucking trip.
What a fucking... Yes, this was definitely a trip. And it was definitely a fall.
Yeah, trip, fall, and in hell now. We have tripped so hard, we have broken through the crust of the earth, and we are in hell now.
We have fallen into the back rooms. We are in hell. There are entities all over the place. We don't know what's going on. Help.
Is that a JPEG of Sonic.exe? Oh, fuck!
No! They got Jesus again! God damn. What's even to say about this? So, I think it goes without saying that this story is just fundamentally broken. Trying to create a detective story surrounding the concept of Sonic.exe doesn't work because the concept of Sonic.exe itself is incredibly convoluted at best, and at worst, absolutely incoherently stupid. The big problem with this is that it's making a sequel to a bad story that had broken world building. And so trying to build off that just comes across as sad. Yeah. And also, like, obviously this is taking a lot of influence from actual detective stories. Just like, oh yeah, I'm going to crack the case, but these guys are too powerful. Help me out. I mean, that's an understandable thing. And that's an understandable writing technique to use. But for this, with something as out there as this concept, it cannot work on any level. And it just makes the whole story feel so incomprehensibly stupid.
I kind of want to play devil's advocate and try and defend this.
How the hell can we play devil's advocate for this one?
I mean, me specifically am going to try. You don't have to try. I want you to argue against me.
Okay.
Please,
okay.
God, argue against me.
Okay. I'll be bad cop, you be good cop.
Benefit of the doubt here. The way you're describing it, what exactly do you think doesn't mesh super well with the detective thing?
I think the detective thing feels like
Sonic.exe. What makes it so that Sonic.exe doesn't mesh well with the detective setting?
The thing about this is that Sonic.exe as a concept is incredibly broken. Is incredibly convoluted is just insane.
Yeah, I know. We've been
but like
through this.
And I think that applying something like this, applying it to a bunch of murders, it detracts from that original story and detracts from the horror elements, and B, how can I really put this into words? And B, it kind of feels like you're tacking on the Sonic story onto a poorly written detective story. And saying, okay, this is what's actually going on. Like, trying to build the world around it, when that world that's established in the first one is already vague and kind of dumb. I think that applying world building and detective elements to a world that's already kind of, like, fundamentally flawed, and adding to it and making more stupid ideas and adding more absolutely unnecessary things, like the fucking, like, emotion demons from the other world, like the cult that they don't even explain, like, what the cult really does. Like, what's this cult doing? They're just getting more members. Like, what's their goal? Like, obviously, as a detective we know, but we don't know what the public knows. Like, you should, like if you're a detective, you should know, like, oh yeah, like, this cult is, like, saying, like, oh yeah, like, this X guy is, like, gonna bring salvation or something. he never says anything like that. It's just like, oh yeah, it's a cult, getting a lot of members, they're doing some shit. And that just like breaks that concept.
Yeah.
If we don't know how the public perceives them, then we don't get the juxtaposition of like, oh yeah, they're actually like the ones raising they're raising X from like the other dimension. It's so, I think just like in every form of world building, this fails in every regard. It all feels so half-baked and tacked on.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I have no way of defending this story, but if I may say something, although these original stories are fucking dog shit in every conceivable way, there have been some better interpretations of Sonic.exe in more recent months.
Absolutely.
As some examples, I recommend you go check out the Needle Mouse series on YouTube. That was pretty damn good.
I agree. It's a series that basically readapts the concepts of Sonic.exe and applies them to a very personal story, not having it on such a wide and violent and stupid scale.
Yeah.
It's more personal and more interesting, and also takes a very interesting art style with it that feels very childlike and almost dreamlike.
Yeah, it's like inspired by like that VHS tape thing that was going on for a while.
Yeah.
There's another thing, a more recent
analog horror, by the way.
Analog horror. A more recent game, Sonic.exe game that's come out is Sonic.EYX, which was very well made.
I'm unaware of this, but I'll just take your word for it.
But it does kind of follow more closely with what Sonic.exe was originally, but like not. It doesn't have all those lore elements. It's like a clean slate, like just the game. It doesn't really have the weird lore that the original creepypasta had. It's its own thing. It's kind of fun.
All right.
And significantly creepier, if I might add.
And I also want to stress that we are also not insulting any of the creators that are currently working on other Sonic.exe projects, such as like all the Sonic.exe mods and like Friday Night Funkin' or anything like that. We're not trying to detract from any of that. And if you do enjoy this story or even the original Sonic.exe, we're not trying to take away from that. We're just trying to explain and express our opinions on two stories that we personally believe are utter horseshit.
But like on the other hand of like we don't care if you like it or not. We do care, however, if you like the creator. If you like the creator, we will not talk to you. And
yes,
we will
regardless
likely
of how,
block you some. I think you can block people on YouTube.
I have no fucking idea. Yes, but regardless of how you feel about the character or the story, I feel like we should mention one last time that the creator of the story, JC the Hyena, or just JC, is a piece of shit. And I don't feel comfortable supporting a story that's already bad in my eyes. Like, I think that on a fundamental level, I think I made that very clear that I think this story is very broken. And I cannot see this as being worthy of his praise, because I don't think he's worthy of anything. Because I think he's a scumbag. So, yeah. Story's trash. The writer's trash. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hope you guys enjoy Halloween, by the way.
Yeah. Happy Spooky Month, and we hope you have a fine evening, night, day, whatever the fuck time zone you're in.
Bye.